Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to the channel. And again, we have news-worthy, worthy news to report, I guess, in the entertainment business anyway. Have y'all ever wondered or asked yourselves when you got like overweight and just feeling heavy and tired and fatiguish all the time? What hell is Richard Simmons? Y'all, the man has went what is it? MIA, missing in action. He don't went AWOL, guys. He gone. He done gone deep under. And I'm gonna need Tripper to Trump is what I call Donald Trump. And I call my Obama Llama Obama, former President Obama, and President-elect Donald Trump. I need y'all to go find out where he could be. Where is he? We know he held up in his house. But is it against his will? Has he fallen on hard times with his own health and he feels nobody will understand because he was always there to help others and now he's not wanting the public or good friends and family members to help him? I mean, is he's in a dementia, Alzheimer's state, or is someone taking advantage of him and liquidating all of his assets? You know, what do you call it? Slower or at a slow pace, but his accounts are being definitely liquidated without his knowledge. I mean, I don't understand. This man, he didn't care, and he didn't care about his sexuality. He knew he was out the closet gay person, and he lived life to the fullest, and he didn't give a fuck what people thought about him. But he always tried to stay slim and trim and make other people feel good about eating their vegetables, eating their fruits, staying away from those fried, fatty foods. And he damn look good in gold, and most people don't look good in gold. You know what I'm saying? He made me want. I ain't gonna lie, I bought a lot of his tapes. Woo, back in the day. I probably still have if I hadn't probably moved and lost some tracks or some boxes or whatnot. Or hell, I just gave them away because I was in shape at the time and I didn't need them. I thought I was going to stay in shape, but now I'm like, woo, I need that video. You make me feel unreal. He always used to have them kind of overweight people, but they were in shape. They were, doing their exercises in between tapings or whatnot. Because somebody had to work the disco ball and the turntable and stuff while he was out on the floor, getting people to exercise and stuff. But they took it way back in the disco type uh, era, and he was just showing out amazingly. I mean, he had young folks because I was young at the time when I had bought his stuff. It was in the '80s and things of that nature. And he had old folks. He had I like to call them seasoned folks. He had middle age groups. I mean, he had them all. Hell, the kids that were just probably 5 or 6 years old could get down with him and stuff. But I mean, he was just always there for the public, and always, on that big let's fight the fat together type stance. So I don't know, y'all, what's going on with him, but he need to come on out because he's not one of those, and never has been one of those people that actually shielded himself from the public. I don't care if he was having a bad day, good day, or maybe he had some aches and pains, but that's all of us. But he always motivated us, always to lose that weight, get in shape. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, missing him, and he's not even dead. Okay. So we might need to check on that. So I'm gonna need Tripper to Trump and Obama Llama to get on the case. You know what I'm saying? Get on the case and find out what's going on truly with Richard Simmons. If he's being held hostage against his will for medical reasons, unknown, because he might just be running around with amnesia or dementia, not knowing who he is, and he might have some folks feeding him the information that nobody love him no more. And he was just sent to them, to take care of, and that's their house, and this, that, and the third, because there have definitely been videos being surfaced that he has another wall that's already a fence around his house, but somebody done made another wall, a 10-foot wall, look like, so you can't really even see the house. Even if he wanted to come out, you wouldn't be catching a glimpse of him. So that's kind of for a person that's always been outgoing, always in the public, always meeting the TMZ tour bus. When they run through the neighborhoods to show y'all who houses is this and that and the third. And for him not to be a fixture out in the public no more. That is kind of disturbing for some, I guess, you know. But anyway, let's go on and read this article that ET had put out online about Richard Simmons. It goes on to say, and it was written by Zach Semeyer, Pacific Standard Time, time zone on March 6th at 5:06 p.m. They said that Richard Simmons rep shoots down latest hostage rumors as podcast dives into his absence from the public. Why has fitness guru Richard Simmons disappeared from the public eye? This is the question a new podcast, Missing Richard Simmons, is attempting to explore. Once again, the former sweating to the oldies icon reclusive behavior has been thrust into the spotlight with accusations and insinuations that the 68-year-old Simmons is being held captive or having his actions controlled by his housekeeper. Isn't it always them, y'all? Isn't it always them? Okay, the claims made in episode 3 of the podcast last week were levied by Simmons' longtime friend Mario Oliveira, who alleges that Simmons is being held hostage by his housekeeper and friend Teresa Reveals. Okay, the TV personality and fitness leaders rep Tom Esty is staunchly denying the allegations. In a statement released to People, Esty says Oliveira's claims are a complete load of crap and that Simmons has decided to simply step back from his life as a celebrity to live a more private existence. Now that don't wash water with me, and that's just my sidebar, because a man has definitely been in the public eye and expressing himself very well. You know, to take a back seat to all that? I don't think so. Then we go on and where it says Dan Tabarsky, who was a close friend of Simmons and created the podcast, explains that he began the project 2 years after the health and fitness advocate supposedly began distancing himself from his circle of friends and stopped leaving his house. According to Estes Reveals has not been keeping Simmons captive, but rather has been caring for his every need. Teresa is the housekeeper. She's the caretaker. She is extraordinary. She is amazing. She takes impeccable care of Richard, and she has for as long as I have been working with Richard. I'm like, man, all these good accolades of this woman, they must be hiding something. That's just my sidebar. Then it goes on to say, Essie said flat out denying the insinuations that she's been holding him hostage. Richard made a choice to live a more private life. If he decides to come back, he will come back, Essie added. People claim that it happened overnight. It really didn't. We weren't turning down stuff for years and just kind of quieting down. No, they said we were turning down stuff for years and just kind of quietly down. And when he decides that he wants to come back, that's when he'll come back. Okay, as to why Simmons doesn't end the controversy by speaking with the podcast, Essie says that he refuses to participate because we didn't feel the need to, nor did we want to. Okay, so we too. Wait a minute, hold on. Now, see, that's disturbing, and that the language there. We didn't. What about he? It's supposed to be he did not want to or decided that it was not necessary. That's what should have been said, but it said because we didn't feel the need. Okay, is he his lawyer now? Is he his power of attorney? What's going on with all of this? Okay, that's my sidebar again. And then it says all these things distract from his legacy, and I would not allow that to happen because this man is a world treasure. This man is a saint, Esty noted. Now, we ain't gonna say he's a saint now. That's going way over. See, that's what I'm saying. The wording is just not what Richard more than likely would have said, from what I gather from his exercising and the little motivational speeches he used to give you, and just the whole thought of talking about life in general. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and he definitely knew he was not a saint. Okay, he just liked exercising. He just liked helping people with that issue in their life. Overweightness, okay? So treat him like a saint and leave him alone. Oh, please. Anyway, when E.T. reached Esty for comment, he reiterated, this is the same recycled information from 6 months ago. What do people want us to say? We don't want to lie and tell them that there is something wrong when there isn't. There will be no further comment at this time. Then it says, watch. I guess there's a video out there where Richard Simmons reportedly hospitalized for bizarre behavior. Then it says accusations that Simmons was being held against his will first surfaced in March 2016 when the Daily News ran a feature article on his disappearance from the public arena. At the time, Simmons spoke exclusively with ET via phone interview where he denied the claims. Let's see, I'm talking. We can't get him on camera. Why we can't get him on camera, people? But anyway, I am not kidnapped, Simmons said. That's what he said. That's what somebody told him to say, since he was not really on film being documented where we can look at his body language or how he was speaking, who he was looking at when he was speaking, who he was trying not to look at. You know what I'm saying? All those telltale signs that we needed to know that we could only gather by it being presented to us in the form of we being able to see him. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's hidden messages. Then he says, I'm not kidding. Someone said, no one should be worried about me. The people that surround me are wonderful people who take great care of me. Check out the video below to hear me. I see that's what I'm saying. The people that surround me or why you gotta even say that they're wonderful? It's like you're building up that character. There's something wrong. People need to be checking this out. Okay, I need Triple Trump and former President Obama to get on down now. See what's going on. We can go and say these people, out of these third world countries, that's American citizens, and they've gotten themselves in tight messes as being held hostage. We can go out there and do that, and we can let people out who've done horrendous type of crimes, but then we felt they paid for it. You know what they give them after the president gets out of office? Some kind of I don't forgot what it's called, but it's just like they release so many people free for time served. I don't know the technical term, but y'all know why. Excuse me, where I'm going with it. But anyway, somebody close to Richard. I mean, is his mama still living? His mama dead? I don't understand. What are cousins? The other family members? Ugh, somebody need to investigate. That's all I'm saying. Somebody need to investigate the missing appearances of the public eye not being able to see Richard Simmons. Because a person that of his stature, of his caliber, the man was always out there doing something. Whether it's for charity, whether it's trying to help somebody who had really got obese and they really wanted to lose the weight and they wanted to do it naturally. He was always down for the cause. Now we can't even find a brother. What's going on, guys? That's all I'm saying. What is going on? Somebody need to get these questions answered. Okay? But that was my review, my recap on where is Richard Simmons. Okay? With a real Richard Simmons, please stand up. Alrighty. Okay. Thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's For This World. I'm sure I'll be coming again with something. Be on the lookout when you see my little notifications come. Who all are, subscribe to my notifications. If you haven't subscribed to my channel at this time, please do so and continue to share and enjoy my videos and like them as well. See ya. Peace and blessings. Go find Richard Simmons. Bye.